And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream here on the Film Stock channel. The highlight of my week, honestly, is coming and doing these things. And returning, he was here a few weeks ago, making a return to the live streams, is Jack from FinaticFilms. How you doing, Jack?
Fan-freaking-tastic, yes. Bro. I love being on these live streams. Thank you for having me. I'm ready to talk.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it all day. I'm looking forward to it all day, man.
Lots to talk about here. Thank you all for joining. If you're in here already, I see there's a bunch of questions. Definitely hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, definitely do that. All of Jack's links are in the description down below. Head over there, subscribe to him. And I'm sure at the end of this thing, there will be a big plug session as well. But thanks for joining. Just here to hang out, answer you guys' questions. I'm going to throw this up on the bottom. If you feel inclined to support the channel in any way, feel free to send in a super chat. It really does help out. And your questions and comments will be prioritized. Let's see. There we go.
It pays my fee. It pays my fee, guys. No, I'm joking.
Oh, man. But actually, before I get to any questions, Trevor from Film Geeks is in here. He sent a super chat saying, so is Miss Marvel going to be the best MCU show? Because that's the running joke we have. But before I even answer his question, Trevor from Film Geeks, great friend of mine in the world, 1K subs today on YouTube. 1K. Everyone, round of applause. I mean, this guy is a grinder, whether it's in just life in general, because I know he's a very busy man with work. His content, fire, always brings the energy. WandaVision reactions are great. Awesome dude, awesome friend in the world. If you're not subscribed to him, head over there and pump him up to 2K because he deserves it. Let's go. Thank you for the super chat, Trevor, and wish you were here to celebrate with us, but I understand.
Yeah, man. Come on.
But Miss Marvel, yeah. So the reason he sent this is because me and him joke. I'm not excited for Miss Marvel at all. It's like the one MCU show that's just not selling me. What do you think about it, though? Miss Marvel. It's just, I don't really know why I should care about it. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
So with all of the shows, if I don't already know about it and I'm not already excited about it, I'm like cautiously optimistic. Because it's Marvel, it's Kevin Feige. I trust Kevin Feige with my life. Like with that. For Miss Marvel, knowing that she's going to be like in like Captain Marvel 2 and stuff like that, like that is something that gets me a little bit excited. And then I've played some of the Avenger game. She's like the main character that you play. And if the actress that is playing her is like the character in the game, I'll take it. Let's do it. Yeah. But like I said, we don't know a lot. So with any of the shows that we don't really know, I'm cautiously optimistic. So we'll see. I mean, I was cautiously optimistic about WandaVision. I didn't really know what to expect with WandaVision. Same. And it's blowing everyone out of the water. So who knows? Who knows?
I'm so excited for the episode on Friday.
I know.
Like each week, it's like the highlight of this is the highlight of my week. And then like Thursday night, I stay up till 3 and I watch it. And it's just like, it's such a great moment every single week. The reveal, I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but there was a wild reveal at the end of episode 5 leading into this, and we'll see what happens. I mean, my gosh, I don't even know. We could make a whole live stream about that, man.
I know. Well, yeah. I mean, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Or I'll give a spoiler warning.
Falcon and Winter. Well, no, I'm saying Falcon and Winter Soldier's coming, but
dude,
we'll talk about those plans off stream. Or later, if people want to send in a number of super chats, then I'll reveal.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get? I think I might be on to you. I think I might be on to what you're picking up, what you're putting down, but we'll talk later. Number one superhero fan in here, as always. Thank you for the support. What was the first movie you fell in love with? That's a great question. Actually, for an answer, you can head over to Jack's channel and see our favorite movie and why. But no, I'll answer it here. It's got to be, the poster's out of frame. Let's see if I go single view, will it be in frame? No. Star Wars, New Hope, the first ever Star Wars movie that I saw, and the first Star Wars movie in general, just blew me away. It sucked me into the world, and I have to thank it for not only growing my passion for Star Wars, which is my favorite franchise, but just growing my love for movies in general. Special place in my heart. New Hope forever, always. But what's the movie that you fell in love with first?
It's tough because I don't. So I only got really into movies about like 3 years ago, like hardcore. So like I watched movies in the past, obviously, but I don't really have that defining moment like back in the day. So the answer I will give, this is the first movie that I really was like, holy crap, this is something I really like. And that had to be Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War. I know it sounds a bit cliche. I know it sounds whatever, but for me in my journey and to where I am now with all loving movies, and that's like all that I eat, sleep, breathe, and talk about, it was Avengers Infinity War. That's really what got me into it. It's not the first movie review I did on my channel. The first movie review I did was Star Wars The Last Jedi. And then I did a few before that. I think I reviewed like The Post and some other some other ones like that. But Avengers Infinity War was the definitive like beginning of my love for movies. Like that was it. And here we are. It's crazy.
Man, the MCU, what a journey it's been. I'll never forget the first time I saw Infinity War in theaters. It just blew me away. So it's hard to argue with that pick.
Yeah, the MCU is crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait for the future. They're changing the game for sure. Max Talks Movies in here as always. Thank you so much for joining, Max. Chris, you should do a complete Marvel collection similar to the Star Wars one you did last year. That's a good idea. I might do that. I would have the MCU Blu-rays, some DVDs, and then I guess the pops, the posters. Yeah, I might do that. Thanks for the suggestion, Max. I just might do that.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
I did one of those last year getting ready for Endgame MCU collection. Okay. If I did it now, it would be drastically different, but you should. I liked your Star Wars one. Your Star Wars one was dope.
Thank you. That's like one of my favorite videos I've ever made because I was just like cheesing over all the toys that I've had, and I was just like laughing, having a good time. It's one of the most laid back videos I've ever made as well. Let's see. I like this question. What's the most boring Super Bowl? All right. There's a few that come to mind. Arguably this year's was pretty trash. That's like top 3 worst in my life when it comes to ones I remember. But let me tell you right now, there's 2. One, Seattle versus Denver, when the first play of the game was a safety. It was like 40. What was the final? 43 or 44-15. You have it pulled up?
I am pulling it up right now.
Yeah, that game was terrible.
43-8.
43-8. My gosh, absolute annihilation. But honestly, though, that game had points scored, and a game that didn't was the Rams Patriots, which is a snooze fest. I know you're a Pats guy, but the game was
that was a
boring.
great game for me. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it was that's probably mine too. That was a snooze fest. But
oh, man.
If I wasn't a Patriots fan, that'd be a snooze fest. And then it would, because everyone hates the Patriots. It would be like, oh, the Patriots won again. But yeah, if I had to say
best part about that game though was the end game TV spot.
Yeah, that was the year.
Literally stole the show. Yeah,
that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, we've had pretty good ones, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scores. I mean, they're all really good, really close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say boring, but the 2 Super Bowls I hate are the 2 that the Giants beat the Patriots, especially.
Oh man,
especially 2008.
Yeah, when the Pats were undefeated.
Because they were undefeated and it was in Arizona, and I wasn't at the game, but I went like to all the fan stuff. So like I was all excited. And then they lost. So that was cool. Yeah.
Very unfortunate. But
I don't have a lot to complain about though. I don't have a lot to complain about.
Nah, you don't, man. They got so many championships, just Boston in general. But I was gonna say that's like the ultimate underdog story, like one of them. Like if you weren't a Pats fan, I feel like, and that was like any other team, you might be cheering for the Giants. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah,
I'm sure. And it's like they came in like the second wild card spot. They like finished the season at 8-8.
Yeah. They were
the Patriots had beat them in the last game of the season, like handedly. Like, what are we doing, guys? Come on.
Eli Manning is Brady and the Pats kryptonite, I guess.
Yeah, and they lost by 3. Like that blows, bro. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Next question.
Next question from number 1 superhero fan. Whose side were you on at the end of Civil War? At the end of Civil War. Okay. Whose side were you on?
It's tough.
So is
It's
that like
tough.
when they were fighting, who was I rooting for to like win the
Like
fight?
probably when we walked away from the film,
Okay.
seeing how everything transpired. Whose side were you
Personally,
on?
I think they were. I think the way the movie ended is like they're like they have reached an understanding. That's my because like he puts him on hold. You know what I'm talking about? Tony puts General Ross on hold or whatever, and then if you need us, if you need me, you know who to call. I think is like the last lines, or I'll be there. That's what Cap says. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I was on Team Iron Man the whole time. And I disagree with Cap like I disagree with Iron Man fundamentally, like from what he wanted, but I could not put aside my love for Iron Man in that movie. And people give me crap for that too, but it's just, it's the way it is.
I mean, I agree. Like, this is the tough part, and this is something that Marvel did so well for this movie, at least, is like you can kind of agree with aspects of each side.
Yes.
So, like, there's things about Team Cap. Yeah, there's things about Team Cap where you're like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. But then there's things about Iron Man where it's like, oh, okay, well that makes sense too. Now I'm an Iron Man stan. Like that's just overall. I would genuinely say though, at the end of the movie, I probably would have to say Iron Man for the fact that, you know, we learned that, you know, and this is everyone, if you're going to, we're not spoiling it, whatever.
No, you can spoil it if you want. I mean,
came out in 2016. No, I mean, I'm going to spoil it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's okay, you're good.
No big deal. We find out that Cap knew that Bucky had killed Tony's parents and lied about it and hid it. So it's like, okay, what are we doing here? And then they kick Tony's ass. And
they do. And I'm like, okay, all right.
And like all the fighting got Rhodey hurt and like all of this stuff. And it's just like, you know, at the end, I'm like, who did the more damage for like no reason? Because like at the end of Civil War, it's like, none of it had to happen. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
If you really dive deep, like I love this movie. It's top 5 for me, but if you really dive deep into it, none of it had to happen. The only reason why it happened was to split them up for Infinity War. That's like why it happened.
This is so true. Literally, like they could have just signed.
I don't like to buzzkill a movie that I love so much, but like if you think about it, it's really just a plot. This movie was a plot convenience in the overall story of the MCU, but it's a great movie though.
It's like a top 4 MCU for me, maybe like top 5. I don't know exactly where it ranks.
3 for me. I think it's 3.
I love it, man. I love it. But yeah, I'm with Iron Man. I am always and forever Iron Man. Sammy Boy says Takis or Hot Cheetos. Do you have a preference? Do you like either
Hot
of them?
Cheetos. I like them both, but Hot Cheetos. Hot
Cheetos all day. Takis was like a middle school phase for me, like 7th grade. I like Takis, and then Hot Cheetos supremacy though.
Every now and then I'll get, you know, an inkling. I'm like, oh hey, I want to, you know, get like a little pack of Takis, but like I'm gonna always Hot Cheetos. You know, I can always.
Oh yeah. Cam, my girlfriend, really likes Hot Cheetos. I don't know if she's in here, but
Cam's got. I mean, we've already determined Cam is the goat. She's got the best taste. Like, you know, we don't even. Goated. I'm not surprised at all.
Goated. Let's see. How are your dancing skills? Do you have movements? Funny you mention that. I actually took a dance class in high school with all my friends. It was theater dance with boys and girls. So we like would put on 2 shows a year. It was a lot of fun. I learned some moves. I could do the swing dance, the tango, the salsa. It was a fun class. And all my friends were in it, and we were just kind of messing around dancing. So yeah, I have decent moves. You got any moves, Jack?
I don't have moves. But I used to sing though. So
okay,
that's more impressive. I'd argue. Side. That's my side. I've got a whole history about singing and stuff, but that's not anything I'm gonna get into right now.
Yeah, I mean that's more impressive than dancing, I would say.
No,
no, you don't think so?
Well, okay. You think that because you have moves and can dance.
Yeah.
I think that dancing's harder because I can't. So it's depends. Dancing is more movement based, and it's very hard if you're like uncoordinated, don't have good hand-eye. Like if you can't, it's a lot harder. Singing. A lot of what singing is just, are you able to breathe and hold your breath for long enough and use your diaphragm. Like it's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But I
guess
appreciate that.
Singing well, like to sing like a superstar is so hard to me. Like the way I can't go high with notes. I just can't do it.
I know. I mean, it's you find the octave that you can hit and you go with it. I mean, I could probably
sing low. Yeah. I could probably sing low.
I mean, I started really high and then now I'm really low.
Yeah,
but
fair.
I don't do that stuff anymore.
Stranger Boy in here as always. Thank you for the support. By the way, before we answer this, Jack, we clarified last week that keep, burn, watch means keep. You keep it forever. Burn, it's gone forever. And watch is like you watch it one time. So
okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Okay,
yeah. So Return of the Jedi, easy. Toy Story 3, Endgame. I'll let you go first since you said it was easy. I got to think for a second.
Okay, I'm burning Return of the Jedi. It's my least favorite of the original trilogy. It's a fantastic movie, but I'm burning it. I will watch Toy Story 3, and I will keep Endgame.
That's fair. As tempting as it is for me to go that same route, I've got the Return of the Jedi poster on my wall right there, and the Endgame poster on my wall right there. I don't have the Toy Story 3 poster on my wall, but it's my favorite or second favorite Pixar movie. I'm burning it for the sole purpose of I can watch Toy Story 1, and it's very close to topping it almost. Like they're very close. So I'll burn Toy Story 3. And then from there, I'm going to watch Endgame once because that's like, I'm going to watch it once. I know this sounds blasphemous.
Return of the Jedi?
And Return of the Jedi I'm keeping forever. That way I can always have the original trilogy. Yeah, exactly.
But you
I know that's
what
crazy.
happens. I mean, Endgame's an experience.
True. Yeah. I don't know. I could come back on that throughout the stream if my opinions change. You're right. I mean,
tough.
the portal's
it's tough. You're going to give that up. I mean, look, there are some cool moments in Return of the Jedi, but we all know Empire's where it's at. So it's like, if you put Empire in there, we've got a problem. But
this is true. Or A New Hope, for me, at least.
For me, Empire, we would have a big problem.
You know what? It hurts.
I'm not. Look, you go with your opinion. I do not want you to change your opinion based off of me. I'm just giving you why I, am kind of shocked.
It's so hard though. It's so hard.
It's tough. Yeah, it's very tough.
I'll think on it throughout the rest of the stream. Let's see. Thoughts on Disney shutting down Blue Sky Studios, the studio behind Ice Age, Robots, and Rio. I mean, have they made anything really in recent years anyway?
They made something.
Yeah,
I forget what.
I don't think it's that. I mean, it's sad, to see a studio like that go. But I'm sure they'll have some branch of Disney that still makes movies like that. That's the way.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they don't because I know for Ice Age they were already starting to make stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it's. I don't want to say it's just like a rebrand, but kind of they're just taking it and okay, it's not Blue Sky Studios anymore. This is just a branch of Disney, kind of like Pixar.
Yeah.
Where Pixar is its own entity, but it's a branch of Disney. I hope no one gets fired. I hope because that would be terrible. Because some of those movies are good. Robots slaps. I mean,
it does. That movie is slept on, dude. I have the video game for the Xbox, or not the Xbox, for the GameCube.
Sheesh.
Yeah. That game goes hard, and the movie does too. Rio, I can't say the same for Rio. It's all right.
It's all right. I haven't watched a lot of Blue Sky Studios, so I know the few, but they're all really good. So hopefully no one got fired.
Hopefully. Max says, Chris, are you planning to go live with Soups again to talk about WandaVision? Actually, what will that be? Friday, very early in the morning. I will be going on after my watch party on my channel, where I give my thoughts and everything after the episode. I'll be going on Soups' channel for his post show for WandaVision. And so stay tuned for that. That'll be the next time I go live with Soups.
Nice. Let's see.
What's the next 2021 movie you're planning to watch? Judas and the Black Messiah this weekend. You've already seen it, my friend, haven't you?
I have. I'm trying. That's not why I'm trying to think about, because I've got my whole schedule. I'm trying to think about what I'm watching next. Minari is what I'm watching next. I'm watching it next week.
I've heard it's great, so that's awesome.
I have as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
By the way, for anyone here, I'm going to give a quick spoiler warning because it's inevitable. We're going to get into WandaVision spoilers with the next question and future questions. So if you have not seen it, at least the most recent episode, we're going to get into spoilers in 3, 2, 1. So Jacob Martin asks, after the Evan Peters reveal, do you think the other Fox X-Men characters might show up on WandaVision? Personally, I think Magneto would be amazing. Mind-blowing reveal. Okay, so I have a theory. Do you have any thoughts on it before I give my theory?
I love it. First off,
me too.
It took me 20 minutes to explain it to my mom. 20 minutes.
I can imagine that conversation with my parents as well.
She figured it out eventually, but it took me 20 minutes. I like it, and I hope and pray to God, and I know that you feel differently, and that's fine. But I hope and pray to God that he is the Fox Quicksilver. It is the Fox Quicksilver. I pray to the Lord our God, Kevin Feige, that it is the Fox Quicksilver, because that confirms that they are finally bringing those characters over, and they're not recasting everyone. Like, people from that universe can come back, and the original actors can come back. I pray to God that that's what it is. If it's not, fine, I'll live with it. I trust Kevin Feige. And the second question, there are a few that I've heard that, if they might show up, like Professor X or Magneto, like he said, Magneto, like that'd be awesome. Anything, bring it. I need it. Do it, please.
All right. So to answer this question and kind of bounce off what you were saying, over the course of this past week, I had a theory that he is Mephisto. Evan Peters is Mephisto, who's like the devil almost in Marvel Comics, and he's acting as Evan Peters Quicksilver for various reasons. The way he's like, long lost bro, can't squeeze little sister to death, or what? And like the way he talks is a little different than the Fox X-Men. He doesn't respond like yes when she says Pietro. He's kind of like he wants a hug. It's a little weird. There's even speculation that his hand's a little red. I don't know about that. That's a little far-fetched to me.
That was a little nitpick. That was
a little far-fetched to me.
They were like looking in the mirror. And I'm like, look, Marvel is very good at hiding stuff, but that is like really like if that does end up being a fact, then bravo. But
clever,
that one seems a little far-fetched.
But yeah, so I have that theory, and I do think that is what it is. However, personally, I do want it to be the Fox Quicksilver because he's so awesome. However, they missed an opportunity. If it is him, they missed the first opportunity to introduce him by slowing everything down and putting on a classic rock song. So I'm hoping that if it is the classic Quicksilver from those X-Men movies, that there's maybe a battle with like Wanda versus maybe Monica, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange. All these big guns come in like the last episode or two, and there's a battle going down, and everything just slows down, and we see that he's actually Evan Peters Quicksilver. I would lose it. That would be like, I'm not trying to hype it up too much. I would lose it. Like, I would get chills and do some fist pumps like I'm watching Endgame or something. Like, it would be that hype to me.
I hope that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like, look, I want all of those characters to show up. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like just kind of calm myself down and be like, hey, look, that's a lot. Let's just calm down and chill. Would I love to see Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Fox Quicksilver, and Monica taking on Wanda? Heck yes. Yeah. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. We might get one of them. I would say the one that's probably the one that I feel is most likely has to be Doctor Strange. Yeah, has to be. There is no way he does not show up in this show. There's no way. Agreed. At least in some way, shape, or form. It could even be a post-credit scene after the final credits of the finale. But he is going to show up. There is no way in my mind he does not show up. There's no way.
Wholeheartedly. He's showing up. But I also feel the same way about Captain Marvel. I really do. I think they're both coming. I really do.
I do like that. I loved your video. And I like I like the comparison. I don't know. Because like she didn't show up for Thanos in Infinity War.
True.
I'm sorry, Wanda fans. Thanos had the gauntlet with all of the stones. Now Wanda took him on, but he didn't have the stones when he was fighting her. Let's all remember that. He maybe had like one of them. No, he didn't. He didn't have any of them.
Yeah.
So if she didn't show up for that, I don't really see why she would show up now. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
If she does, I will be so happy and I will be like, heck yes, I will fist pump in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see it. So I'm trying to peter my expectations. I'm just trying to chill.
I mean, I totally hear that because I went into Far From Home with monumental expectations of some twist or character showing up because everyone was like, there's this twist midway through the movie that's wild. I was like, you know how they hinted at the multiverse and like promotional stuff. I was like, are they going for it? Are they doing a multiverse thing here? And it was just the reveal was that Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio was the villain. And I'm like, anyone who knows anything knows that's coming.
We all kind of knew that already.
Yeah. Like they thought they had something going and it was like, oh, it's not that clever, but it was still a cool scene. But yeah. Stranger Boy asks a food question. I like food questions. Favorite type of cake? It's a tough one. I like cookie cake. I don't know if you're a fan of that, but real cake, red velvet cake is really, really good. I'll go with those right now.
Yeah. My grandma makes chocolate cake. It's the best cake in the world. By far my favorite. It's that easy.
Yeah. Grandma's cakes or pies are always just elite. So apple pie. Whew, I love apple pie. Eddie S is in here. What's going on, man? Glad to see you in here as always. Aiden says best Star Wars minor character and Marvel minor character. So side character, I guess. All right. Star Wars for me, there's so many. I
mean, it's like, what is this? What's the definition of a side character?
This is true. Let's see. I guess like C-3PO and R2-D2. Chewbacca, I'd say he's a side character. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll say it may not seem like it with season 7, but Ahsoka Tano is a side character throughout a majority of the show.
She is.
So I will say Ahsoka Tano for that. I got to think about Marvel,
rocks,
though.
Man.
She's the best. Okay, I got to think about Marvel.
7, can we talk about that? I mean, maybe we'll get to it later, but wow, it blew me away.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. I mean, the last 4 episodes are just some of the best Star Wars we've
undoubtedly.
Ever had. Yes, it's brilliant.
Oh, I loved it so much. Season 7 was good. I mean, the middle 4 are very lackluster. They could fit in anywhere. But like the Bad Batch episodes, I did enjoy quite a bit, and the last 4 were just immaculate.
I mean, but it's not the Clone Wars if there aren't some really bad filler episodes in there. I mean, it's not the Clone Wars without that.
Very true. All the Jar Jar episodes, like Bomb Bad Jedi from season 1, unnecessary. But yeah, Marvel. I feel like they all are pretty major.
It really depends because I would
Rocket.
Say I would say like if we're talking about like in like the scope of like an Infinity War, maybe like Doctor Strange, but he has his own solo movie though, so it's like there's kind of a gray area there because like in Infinity War, it's like we're watching our core 6 Avengers, and then it's like the others.
Yes.
So like maybe Doctor Strange, but like again, there's a very gray area there. So I don't know. Yeah. It's tough. I love Rocket though too. He's awesome.
Very tough. Yeah. I'm sticking with Rocket for now. Evie says, "How did you and Cam meet?" So fun fact.
How'd you guys meet? I want to know too.
Our dads actually went to college together and were fraternity brothers, and so our families already kind of knew each other. Growing up, I don't think we really hung out or anything, but in 6th grade. We actually dated in middle school for like a month, and like we went on a date and saw The Lion King in 3D. It was a big deal. Wow. And then I think I broke up with her. It was dramatic. We still talk about it. And then in junior year of high school, years later, we had like a classes together, an AP US history class, and I met with my friend to write this DBQ. All this is boring, and she was there, and we started talking again, and then we started dating again, and we've been going strong since then. December of 2016. So that's how we met. There's this quick abbreviated story.
Wow, I love that. That's awesome.
There you have it. Let's see, Carson Brown, what's going on? Some franchises that you think are either overhyped or overrated? It's a great question.
Sheesh. Okay, let me look here.
I think overrated or overhyped franchises. Okay. I'm trying to think real quick.
Oh, so it's not underrated. Okay, okay. That
Yeah,
changes
so
it. All right.
overhyped. Let's see. I'm looking at my Blu-ray collection real quick, so bear with me.
Me too.
um,
I don't
okay,
know.
I don't know if these movies are
Hit
even
me with
rate like
yours.
I don't know if these movies are really even rated highly, but like Transformers, like I like the first three going up, but 4 was abysmal. 5 I never saw, and I never saw Bumblebee. So maybe that's a little overhyped. Like I know a lot of people hype it up, so not overrated, but a little overhyped for me. Transformers, off the top of my head at least, and that's really all I have coming to my mind right now. Honestly, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I don't have any. I'm like looking at what I have. These like my whole thing with like watching movies is like I only like watch what I want to watch,
Yeah,
or like what I think I'll like.
Mhm.
I've started to branch out more in that with like the 100 movies challenge, just because I want to watch more. But I don't really have one. I don't think you know. I don't think there is. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair. What's your favorite thing to do outside of watching movies? I like to watch sports quite a bit. I feel like you do too.
Sports is my thing. I mean
Yeah.
that's the business I'm trying to get into.
Yeah.
That's what I got a degree in.
Yeah.
So
Can't go wrong
sports.
there. Can't go wrong there. Maggie Elliott's in here. What's going on? Glad to see you here.
What's up?
Zico Trinity, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Chris, are you dressing up for WandaVision? So if you didn't know, Soup started this thing, my friend Soup's, where you dress up for this week's live watch party. So I think I have them over here. Here's a hint for what I am actually dressing up as. See if this so fits. Here's a hint. Does anyone get the hint? Let me know.
I don't think I know completely, but
the goggles.
Wait, are you? Shoot, okay, that could be a few people.
Could be.
I may be being stupid. I may be being stupid right now, but
here I'm actually gonna. I'll reveal later. But yeah,
there's a few.
Hint.
I'm not positive.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it in the chat because I have the chat up too. Do not spoil it in the chat. I'll be so mad.
Yeah, don't spoil in the chat. Let's see.
I'd rather be disappointed by Chris.
What do you think Star-Lord will do in Thor 4? Do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I don't know because I don't like. We know kind of what Thor 4 is about, but we don't really have that much information. We don't have any information about what the Guardians are going to be doing in Thor 4. The only thing I'm like hope is that we get more of that banter between him and Thor. Like that's all I hope. Like that's all. But I mean the set photos look great though. I'm excited.
Yes, yeah, I'm pumped for that movie. But I think that Star-Lord is just going to be like, I think he'd probably just hang out. They might do like a quick little action set piece at the beginning, and I think he won't be in it that much. So I think it'll be a quick beginning thing.
I think it'll be like, oh, we just finished Endgame. We're flying off. Something happens, and then that's why they're filming it first. Maybe I don't know
exactly.
That's not really how film works. They do it a lot out of order.
They do it,
but like they're probably like, let's just get this done so they can go back and do their Guardian stuff. Because they're like all filming at the same time.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking through the chat here. Carter Glenn, what's going on? How you doing, Christian?
What's up?
Eduardo, how you doing? Did you hear that Dacre Montgomery is the new Wolverine? Is that confirmed? Or is that just speculation? But he would be a good Wolverine, I think.
I think so as well. I'm not seeing that anywhere.
He's Billy from Stranger Things. That's what I know him as, and he's in that Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, and he's good.
Yeah, he's a great actor. But I feel like they wouldn't announce that just now. Yeah, probably just speculation.
I mean, if you've seen it somewhere, tell us where you've seen it so we can like look it up. I just looked it up and I don't see it, but
let us know. Let us know if you're still.
I mean, I think he'd be cool.
Yeah. Really, I really do too. Taron Egerton, I don't know. A lot of people are fan casting that, but I feel like I don't know. I just don't know. Have we seen him take a role like that before? I feel like he's just in Kingsman. He's Rocket Man, Elton John.
Rocket Man. What else has he done? I don't know.
Eddie the Eagle. Haven't seen that one though. So
yeah,
interesting stuff. Let's see. Jacob Martin says, pick one. The other is erased from existence. The Snyder Cut or Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I'm about to piss a lot of people off.
Do it.
Buy Snyder Cut.
Oh, yeah, buy Snyder. I thought you were going to do...
Oh.
I'm agreeing with you. I thought you were going to erase Falcon and Winter Soldier. I was like, no way.
Oh. Heck no.
I'm erasing the Snyder Cut.
That 2-hour trailer from the... I mean, that... Not 2 hour. Oh, my God. That 2-minute trailer from the Super Bowl? Mwah, beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Snyder Cut, I'm not like wildly excited for it. I honestly... Here's to let the 20 people in here know how I'm feeling. I think it's going to be a massive letdown, and only like hardcore DC fans are going to like it. I don't know how the movie could be vastly different. Maybe I hope he proves me wrong, but like I just don't know. I'm still going to do a trailer reaction. I'm going to watch the trailer. I'm going to watch the Snyder Cut, but I would erase that and just watch the Falcon Winter Soldier because it's new. We've already seen Justice League, so it's going to have some reused footage.
It looks awesome.
Oh yeah. Carson Brown, top 5 bands or artists? It's a tough one.
I can't do top 5. I could do maybe top 2.
Yeah, top 2.
That's probably,
go for it.
Maybe top 3. I could do top 3 probably. I mean, Logic's. Everyone knows Logic's number 1.
Yeah,
it's my guy. Literally, right?
Oh, yeah.
Shaker cup right there. Logic's number 1. John Bellion's number 2, and probably Drake's number 3. That's at least my current. That's my current top 3.
Yeah. For me, I'd probably say like I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot. They're up there. Other than that, I'm very sporadic. Like I'll listen to the new Foo Fighters album. It was pretty good, but I like a lot of their older stuff. But bands and artists all over the place. It could be someone like Van Halen or Led Zeppelin from the classic rock era, and then it could be like literally I like Harry Styles. I'm all over the place when it comes to artists. So
I am too. Exact same.
Yeah. Literally anything. Let's see. Looking through the chat here. Do you think possibly Evan Peters is Doctor Strange in a way to stay close and protect Wanda? I know it sounds weird, but it's just a thought. I
do have a theory, though.
Okay, go for it.
I think that he is there as an agent for Doctor Strange. That's what I think. Okay. I think Doctor Strange went into the multiverse and was like, I need you to do this. Go do this. And that's how Doctor Strange is staying close. He's monitoring the situation through Peter. He's monitoring the situation through Peter, and that's how this all works. And then Doctor Strange shows up at the end, and they have their thing. That's my theory. Is that true? Probably not. But I like the way it's done.
Yeah, I haven't heard that theory from anyone. It's very original, and I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of it. Theories about the Black Widow movie. I think that Yelena, played by Florence Pugh, will show up, will basically take on the mantle and show up in Falcon Winter Soldier. That's my theory.
Ooh, I like that. I don't know if she'll show up in Falcon Winter Soldier, but you're bringing in star power like Florence Pugh. You're not just bringing her in for one movie.
No.
There's a whole theory, I guess, based off of some of the comics that Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, is still alive, and they did like a face swap thing. So when Black Widow went over the ledge, it was actually Florence Pugh's body, character's body.
That's like something from the movie Us. That's what that sounds like.
that's a theory. But I guess it's based off the comics or something. I hope that's not true. I hope it's just Florence Pugh is Black Widow now, because I love Florence Pugh. If you guys do not know, she is my 100% celebrity crush. I love everything about her.
She's awesome. Awesome.
So I hope she's in the MCU.
I really do too. I'd love to see her in future movies, or even Falcon Winter Soldier, but we'll have to see.
I mean, if we get her sooner, then heck yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah, exactly.
But actually, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't know how that would work, because it's coming out in March and Black Widow doesn't come out till May. But the original release schedule was supposed to be in May, and Falcon Winter Soldier in August. Oh God, Marvel, what are you gonna do?
That's what I'm thinking, because
what's gonna happen when she shows
up?
Black
Widow gets delayed again. What if Black Widow gets delayed again? And then they have like elements from that play into maybe say Loki, which comes out is not going to get moved because it's a TV show. You know what I mean? It's just like it's going to get a little scary.
I'm terrified.
Yeah. As a fan, it's very scary.
Guys, Kevin, what I mean, they had to have thought about it. Obviously. Okay. if there was not, if this was that big of a deal, they would have delayed Falcon and Winter Soldier. They already did it once, so they did it. They could do it again. Would we all cry and be really sad? Yes, but they won't. Like, that's the thing, is that's why they haven't, because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they'll just be like, oh, hey, here she is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
She just shows up. Yeah. And we're supposed
she
to
just
know
shows up and we're like,
Yeah.
okay. I've seen 2 trailers. Right.
Our June's in here. What's going on? Thanks for joining as always. Zico Trinity says, what's your favorite movie with a puppet? That's a really interesting question. I don't think we've got that ever.
What movies have puppets?
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's easy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Easy. Let's see.
That's a good question, though. That's a good question.
Okay, we're about to talk about something that will get controversial. I just watched Game of Thrones for the first time. Man, am I disappointed by the ending. Honestly, a betrayal of everything that came before. Funny you mentioned this. I was talking with my friend Soups earlier about Game of Thrones for about 30 to 40 minutes, and I filmed my top 10 favorite TV shows video today. Game of Thrones was on the list. Now, I did say this in my video. Game of Thrones had the potential to be the #1 spot until season 8. And I know you, because I've watched your channel for a while. At the time, I want to say you were a fan of season 8. Is this true? Are you still?
Look, okay. When it comes to TV and film, I give a lot of leeway. I'm starting to get better on that. I've had many comments in the past of people saying that I give too much leeway and I overrate a lot of stuff, which is true. I do. So I'm starting to get better on that. But with Game of Thrones, like, you've got to give credit to the spectacle that it is. That whole season was pure spectacle. There was a lot of payoff, whether we like it or not. There was a lot of payoff, and I respect that. Now, there was not great story elements. It was not written well at all. I can give that credit. That's why it's not my favorite. Season 6 is by far one of my favorite seasons of television ever. And Battle of the Bastards is by far one of the best episodes of television ever.
Ever.
Got to take a breath. The one thing, and Chris, you might know this. I don't know if I've ranted to you about this, but spoilers, guys. Spoilers.
Yep.
What they do to Jon Snow's character is the worst. The worst writing of any TV show I have ever watched in my life. I hate it. It is the worst. What were they thinking? This is your protagonist, your main protagonist for the entire show. This is your main protagonist, and you are going to do him dirty like that. That's what you're going to do. That's really what you're going to do, guys. You're going to do that. Really. When he would have willingly gone over the wall on his own. You are going to do him dirty like that.
Absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Season 8 has a lot of issues to me when it comes to the pacing. You've got the biggest show, arguably piece of media ever. Seriously. Game of Thrones was a cultural phenomenon, and it's 7 seasons in the making, and you get season 8. First of all, HBO wanted to keep it going. Benioff and Weiss wanted to rush this thing so they could get to Star Wars. 6 episodes.
And now they're not even doing Star Wars.
Now they're not even doing Star Wars because of how poor they did on Game of Thrones. That's almost a guarantee, in my opinion. No one wants to do with these people anymore. Their careers are almost done. It's sad, but it's true. Here's what they should have done. Season 8, first of all, every season should have been 10 episodes. They should have added a couple more to season 7, in my opinion. But season 8 focused solely on the White Walkers. You establish them from the first episode, the first scene of the first episode, have an entire season fleshed out to them. Give us Jon versus the Night King. That's what we all wanted to see. It was even set up in season 7 when they have eye contact. You know what I'm talking about? When they're beyond the wall and they never fight, really. So it's very upsetting. One of the best
episodes of the show.
Yes,
another one of the best episodes.
Exactly. And then, have that happen. Have the whole Long Night episode. Season 9, focus entirely on Cersei and going to war with Cersei. And then season 10 is when we see the turn from Daenerys. And during this entire 2-season arc and the whole time, you see Daenerys slowly turning instead of just having it happen in an instant. I don't know why they missed the ball so much. I don't know what was going on there.
I'm different on my opinion about that from you. Okay. I am okay with what they did because you could tell that it was like just that pent up. Like, she didn't let it go. And you could tell, like, in that moment when we zoom in on her face and we see her, we're like, oh, all of that pent up energy from everything she's been through for the last 8 seasons is coming out now. Yeah. That's at least my opinion. But that's I do totally understand. Fair. I do understand the other opinion, though. I do. These people are like, where did all of this rage come from? I'm like, I get that. But for me, at least, I'm like, I can see, like, she's been through the ringer, and now we're like, here it is. It's
totally
happening.
Fair. Totally fair. I will say season 8 gave us a few awesome moments. The Clegane Bowl to me was epic. Like that, the Hound is my favorite character in Game of Thrones. So seeing him take on his brother, the Mountain, was just amazing. But they just betrayed, like Arjun says, they betrayed a lot of character arcs, in my opinion. Jaime Lannister was butchered. He became a fan favorite, one of my favorites. And then just in an instant, he runs away from Brienne of Tarth, who their friendship was so strong, and he goes back to Cersei.
Why did you go back? Why did you go back?
I don't know.
I kind of get it, but I also don't.
Yeah.
Like I get it in some ways, but I also don't.
Yeah.
God,
we could sit here and talk about Game of Thrones for a while. I've seen it so many times. I don't know if I will. Like, I'll rewatch it, but I might stop at season 8 or put myself through season 8 again. But we'll see.
I'll watch. I respect season 8 for what it did. Like, I love a lot of the moments. Like I've said in the past, I did do a ranking of the seasons. I did say this in my ranking. I said, I can forgive a lot of what was done. But what they did to Jon Snow, I will never be able to forgive. I won't.
It's very tragic, my friend. Very tragic.
But I can forgive the other stuff.
Yeah, that's understandable. There are certain things I can let go, but I can't forgive the rush
mother
nature
of God.
What happened?
Well, I just saw this in the comments. I wanted to make sure it was real. Let me make absolutely sure it's real.
Are you talking about Gina? Is this right here what we're talking about?
Gina Carano is no longer a part of The Mandalorian.
Wow.
Holy crap.
I saw there was controversy on Twitter all day. I guess they're going to just write out Cara Dune.
It's warranted. Some of this, we're not getting into this.
No.
Not getting into this, but all I'll say, she has said some not great stuff and posted some not great stuff. And the fact that it's taken this long was a little concerning. But it happened. So everyone that was really mad about it.
Yeah. I'm not super familiar with everything that she's posted. I'll look into it after the stream. However, they only like now, I guess moving forward, they'll write her out. I'm trying to think of arcs, like what really, how important she was.
She wasn't tied to many. She wasn't.
They'll replace her. Not recast, though, they'll replace her. Yeah.
The next season is so up in the air. Like, it's happening, obviously, but it's so up in the air story-wise on like what's happening. You can easily write out any of the, like, honestly, you can write out any character. I mean, except for Din Djarin and like, but like any of like the side characters, you can write them out.
Yeah.
Like Gina Carano, like Cara Dune was cool in the last season, but she didn't like need to be there. They were setting her up to have a bigger role. Not anymore.
Yeah, she's gone. So that just means more Bo-Katan and others.
Hey.
Fennec's not in the show. Fennec's in the Boba Fett show. So I mean, it's going to be Din, and they're going to basically bring in. I bet they're going to cast some new characters.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm down for that. I am.
Me too.
Grogu's awesome, and we will see Grogu again. We will. I guarantee it. But like, yeah, let's explore more Star Wars. That's what everyone was excited about when this originally came. We're like, we get to explore another side of Star Wars that we've never explored before. Let's keep it going. Let's do it. Exactly. I'm all down for that.
Mandalorian's one of my favorite shows ever, so let's keep doing it. Max talks movies. Do you feel like anticipation can ruin movies sometimes? 100%.
Yes.
Almost every new movie that comes out, I take the reviews with a grain of salt, because a lot of the times, to me, I'll see early reviews, everyone's praising this movie, praising it. So to me, in my head, I'm like, oh, there's no way it's going to disappoint. And a prime example for me was Soul. I know that a lot of people love Soul. I know you love Soul, right? You love it?
I love Soul. Top 5 last year.
Yeah. To me, it's top 10 for me. Like, it's a really good movie. I was just like, oh man, this is going to be the best Pixar movie ever. Because I saw a lot of people saying it, and it just wasn't for me. The second act of Soul doesn't work when there's involving a cat. I was like, It felt very off-putting and almost out of place in my opinion. But again, there's a lot of beautiful moments in the movie for sure. And it probably will get nominated for Best Picture, maybe. I don't know. You think it will?
It's not.
No?
It's not going to.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. It probably will win animated though.
100%. It will win animated. If any of you are on here that don't follow my channel, I do a lot of award season stuff, follow all the award races. So this is how I know some of this information. It's a front runner for score. I don't know if it's like the front runner, but it's not the front runner, but it is like a front runner for score.
It's 10 out of 10. It better be up there, man.
It is. Okay. The shortlist for the Oscars came out a few days ago, which is great. What was I going to say? Animated, it's going to win. Going to win animated.
100%. Yeah.
That's probably about as far as I would go, though, because it's hard with animated films. For a film to get nominated for Best Picture, it has to be special. And when I say special, like everyone has to love it. So it's like there are people like you, Chris, who you liked it, but it's not your favorite. I've seen there are people. You're not the only one. There are a lot of people that it's
Trevor feels the same way.
Yeah. So it's like for a film for that to get nominated for Best Picture, it would have to be very special. Now, this year's a tough year because there are a lot of contenders for Best Picture, like a lot. But we'll see. I mean, I don't remember where. There's a website that you can go on called Gold Derby that shows like the odds and stuff. I don't remember where it was the last time I checked, but it would be a big surprise if it got nominated for Best Picture. Big surprise.
Be a huge shock for sure. After just hearing things. But yeah, I think it would be cool to see an animated movie get some love. They rarely show them as much love as they deserve nowadays.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, and I love the movie. I just, knowing the race, there's no way. There's too many movies in front of it.
Carter Glenn, quick question. How tall are you guys? I'm 5'6". That's what Carter says.
At age 13. Must be nice. Yeah. Must be nice. Have you hit your growth spurt yet? I doubt it. Must be nice.
Yeah. Probably going to hit 6 foot one day.
Sheesh.
How tall are you?
5'9" and I'm 22.
I am 5'11" and a half, but I kind of just with shoes on, I'm 6 feet tall, but I don't tell people I'm 6 feet because I'm not technically. It's very annoying, but whatever. Let's see. Looking through the chat here. Looking for the next question. Let's see. What upcoming Marvel pops do you want to get?
Any Iron Man?
Great question. Yeah. I would love to get. I was looking last night at pops. There's a Star-Lord Marvel Collector Core exclusive where he's holding the Power Stone and he's and it glows in the dark.
Yeah, I know that one. That one's awesome.
Yeah, that one is awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that.
I would say, okay, well, they're not new. They're not upcoming. They're ones that I've wanted to get. I want to get Cap with the shield where it's like the lightning. I want to get that one.
Yeah.
And then I just had it in my brain. What is it? Oh my God, I'm blanking. I'm totally blanking right now. Oh, I want short-haired Bucky from Falcon and Winter Soldier. Those are the two right now. I know you do. Yeah. I got my Holy Grail. I got my Holy Grail finally, a little bit ago. This was my Holy Grail.
Yes.
I finally got it. So all I'm trying to do is just add more Iron Mans to my Iron Man collection because I have 6 right now. So Iron Man.
Dude, yeah. There's a really rare one of him unmasked or something. I forget, but it's pretty pricey on Pop Price Guide if you like.
I know. Yeah.
That's funny. Let's see. Looking through here. Feel free to drop any questions, like food questions, anything. Sometimes we get similar questions, so if you want to guarantee it gets answered, have a super unique question, and we'll probably answer it.
Yeah. If you guys have any, award season questions,
yeah,
I'd be happy to answer them for you. And also, I guess I'll do a quick plug real quick.
Do
I
it.
had a series I did last year called For Your Consideration, where I talked about all of the awards and everything that was going on. That is coming back. I can say that is coming back. I think within the next few weeks. The Golden Globes are at the end of this month. So instead of giving you like my predictions, like last year I did predictions and then I did reactions, I'm just going to do reactions to each of them, where I will give you my predictions and then I will get into the reactions. But I'm doing more of them, though. I'm covering more of the awards. So I think last year I just did the Golden Globes, the SAGs, and the Oscars themselves. But I'm doing those three, but I'm also doing the BAFTAs, the Critics' Choice. I'm doing all of them. So if you're interested in award stuff, it's one of my favorite times of the year. You can either drop a question or in the next few weeks, For Your Consideration will be coming back. So if you are into that stuff and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Thank you. Yeah. That's my pitch.
Definitely head over there. Link down below. I'd love to join you on some of those because I don't talk about it as much as I would like to on the channel, but I definitely read into Oscar news and like try and predict it. And I mean, sometimes I miss predictions. We all do, but I did decent last year. Decent.
Yeah.
But the year before is when I did very well.
I killed the Oscars last year. I think I went 18 for like 23. Like I killed the Oscars last year. I don't like to boast, but I kind of kill. I would actually. That's very interesting, though. I would love to have guests. There are a few people that I would actually like to have. I know Oscar expert and his brother are fantastic. They actually liked a few of my tweets, which was kind of cool.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
They are the funniest duo when it comes to. I don't know if you've ever watched. If you watch them, they're.
I've watched a few.
The funniest when it comes to awards and award reaction. It's the best. I would love to have them on and talk about, Oscars or one of them. And then I would love to have you on. And hey, YouTubers, if you're in here, if you want to be on, hit me up in the DMs. Yeah. Because I did it solo last year and I didn't even think about having people on. That would be really cool.
That would be a lot of fun, definitely. And like, you should do a live stream for your like final. Well, you can do whatever you want, but a live stream prediction would be fun.
I should live stream my Oscar reaction, like just have my computer up while I'm watching, because then you'll get my reaction and my mom's reaction because we'll watch it together. Yeah. That would be kind of funny.
I think I've always thought about doing that. This might be the year, April 25th, right?
April 25th.
I feel like a lot of people stream it. That would just be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Or we can just do a big one to get all together.
A community thing. A community Oscars watch along. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. People would be a lot of fun. That would be fun. Yeah. I think we're onto something here.
I think we'll have to talk.
I think we should do that. Guys, if you want that, send in a super chat and say that you want that.
Yeah, definitely.
Or you can just regular chat, but money's cool though.
We're gonna do a little speed round. That's what I always call it. So just go through some quick questions. Thoughts on the overhate of Star-Lord? I think that he does get unnecessary hate. I don't know why. I mean, he kind of had a heat of the moment thing in Infinity War when he found out that Gamora died, but like emotions took over.
Yeah, I am so on the hate train for that. I was like, what's the hate? But no, I'm on that train. Star-Lord, what are you doing? Like, come
it's
on,
fair.
man.
He could have held together for a little longer.
Yeah, but besides that, I love him as a character, though.
No,
that one moment gets me because I'm like, okay, the movie would have been over there. But but I did say this, and I don't know if I said this with you, but I might have said it with somebody else. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have had Endgame. So think about that when you want to hate on him. We would not have had Endgame if it wasn't for that moment.
Correct. There's a lot of other things too that had to go certain ways for Endgame to happen. So, I feel like it was an all inevitable anyway. Let's see. Do you have Heat on Blu-ray, Jack? With the Michael Mann movie? Have you seen that one? I think you've seen it, right? You've seen it. You watched it on Letterboxd. I'm calling it right now. I have that same Blu-ray. Yeah.
Damn long.
I really dig it. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes, I think.
Anything over 2.5, I'll watch. Like, I love the first two Godfathers.
Yeah.
But like anything over 2.5, I gotta get in a mindset for those.
Me too.
I gotta like get mentally prepared.
Like, dude. I watched 100 movies in May. Like, this was like prime time lockdown. I watched Lawrence of Arabia, which is 3 hours and 48 minutes. And that's the longest movie I've ever seen, and it took it out of me. Like, I just take an hour break in the middle. Like,
I know how long that one is, and it's on my watch list just for the sake of the history of cinema.
That's why I watched it.
And it's like, if it wasn't for that, I would not watch it. but it's definitely on my list this year of movies I need to watch, and I'm not really looking forward to it.
No, yeah, I if you get through it, man, I'll congratulate you. Like it's a long one.
I'll get through it. I'll
Okay.
get through it, but I'm gonna have to like set aside a whole day for it.
No, yeah, you will. You have to wake up early and knock it out, so you still have some day after it. That's what I'd say. But let's see. Looking through the chat here. Do you have Mission Impossible 6 on Blu-ray? These are just funny questions. Just going through your Blu-ray collection. Quick plug, he's got a complete Blu-ray collection video on his channel, so go check that out.
First 4. Can I reach? Oh, shoot. This is going poorly. 5 and 6. Yes, I do.
Nice.
And I have a ranking coming soon because I finally have watched all of them.
Okay. I haven't ranked those movies. I got to do that. I'm probably just going to save it for
That's
7 at this point.
For 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here, buddy, old pal.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Max says, LOL, there's always a point in every stream where they talk Game of Thrones. This is true. Every week it seems to happen, and we always get disappointed, and life goes on. Do we go with the controversy or not? Let's do it. What are your thoughts on The Last Jedi? We're getting hot and heavy in this stream.
For you, probably. For me, I'm like, it's fine. I have issues with it, obviously. Like I think the Canto Bite sequence is like a half an hour of the movie that could have been taken out to shorten the runtime. But like I love the standoff between Luke and Kylo. I think that's awesome. And there are moments I like. I'm more of a defender of the sequel trilogy. Like, are they great movies? In no sense of the word, they are. They are not. Yeah. But they have redeeming qualities about them that I like. Like, I am one of the people that enjoys the Rise of Skywalker for certain aspects. But I don't think they're masterpieces in any sense of the word at all.
Yeah. Last Jedi, it just doesn't work for me at all. I'm not a fan of the movie at all. It's off when it comes to Luke Skywalker as a character, in my opinion. I can't stand the Canto Bite sequence. I think there are cool elements for sure. But overall, I honestly, I was going to go on the huge spiel, but like, I'll save it. Like you guys can watch some of my Star Wars videos.
Save your breath, bud. We don't need to do that. I already did that for Jon Snow.
Exactly.
I've done enough ranting for both of us.
Yeah. Let's see. There's one in here. Where was it? Thoughts on the Wizard of Oz remake? Is that Oz the Great and Powerful with James Franco and Mila Kunis? Have you seen that movie?
If that's the case, then I have no reaction because I have not seen it.
Yeah. I think that's what he's referring to. It was like a reboot type movie. Are they actually remaking it? I don't know, but
if they're remaking it, then I don't have thoughts either because I didn't know they were remaking it, so I have no thoughts whatsoever.
Yeah. I didn't know either. The Blu-ray King says thoughts on the movie Parasite. What do you think of Parasite?
Great movie, very well done.
Movie.
Yeah, it won Best Picture for a reason. It wasn't a fluke. Like it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just because it was an international film. Like it was a great movie. It was so. Yeah,
it's like not my favorite of that year by any means, but it's really, really great. You know, it's not one I rewatched that much, but
yeah. Like I know I did my ranking. Of the Best Picture winners, and it wasn't really even close to the top. It was kind of at the bottom, but it's a great movie though. Like all the movies last year in Best Picture, like it was a stacked year for film last year.
Yeah. I had that thing where last year feels like 2019.
Last year's Oscars was stacked. But then the year before that, the year was stacked.
Yes.
Last year we had nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Bama South 31, do you think possibly we could see Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and WandaVision?
No.
I don't think so.
Unless we see like a picture, like a Wanted poster or something, but like we're not going to actually see him. It's not happening.
No. Yeah, it's not. Can't see it happening just because they want to save that for Spider-Man 3 probably.
Yeah.
Do you have Kick-Ass on Blu-ray?
Here we go.
Mitchell with the Blu-ray collection video coming from
Yeah, you guys,
Yeah.
you know I've got a Blu-ray collection video on my channel. You can go check that
Yeah.
out. And look,
check it out.
I'm just joking. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
talking about my Blu-rays, but if you would like to know,
Dude, I haven't seen that movie, by the way. I need to see it, I think.
I watched it for the first time last year. It's not like a masterpiece like everyone says, but it's fun. I had fun with it.
Yeah. Have you seen Kick-Ass 2?
No.
Okay. Yeah. It's Aaron Taylor Johnson's the main guy, right?
Mm-hmm. And he looks completely different than he does now. He's all jacked now, and like,
yeah,
he's like a scrawny little kid back then. It's crazy. Talk about
it's
a
gonna be
glow up.
interesting. Glowed up for sure. He's in Tenet, by the way. I always forget
know.
He's in Tenet.
He's awesome. I love him in that movie.
Oh yeah. Quick question: what do you think is the best Spider-Man movie? The best, I think, is probably Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. Definitely. Let's see. Talking about Gina Carano in here.
Yeah, and guys, we're not going to get into that stuff. It's just
nah. Yeah,
it's not happening.
Yeah. Someone says I hope Tenet will be a front runner for Best Picture and Director. I don't think it's going to get nominated for either. Sadly,
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's nowhere in the. It's not even in the running. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's in the running for a few. It was on the short list for VFX. It was on the short list for score. What else was on the short list for? Set design.
Yeah.
And editing. But that's probably those are probably the only 4 categories it's got a chance for.
Yeah.
It just with critics, it just didn't hit. It didn't really hit. Obvious, for certain. Yeah.
I loved it. Loved it.
I did too. But it's a very divisive film, film. And yeah, it's not. I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not going to happen. I wanted it to be, but it's not.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate. I remember before it came out, I was like, "Oh, it's going to win Oscars." It's not.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Could win score, could win visuals, and all that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Are you going to see Willy's Wonderland, Jack?
Yes. I just need to figure out how. I'm going to do a review on it. It's coming, but I need to figure out how I'm going to do it. Because I don't really want it. Well, I don't really want to pay, but I'm going to have to.
I may watch it, but like, who knows at this point? We'll see what happens.
Well, it's got to be better than Prisoners of the Ghostland. So
was that movie terrible?
Wasn't terrible. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
I've got a Sundance ranking coming out next week, so you guys will see my full ranking of all 22 Sundance films I saw.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Did you see that the first 2 seasons of iCarly are on Netflix? I did see that.
Yes, hella lit. I haven't watched them, but lit.
iCarly it's really comedic genius, honestly. I think it's so funny. Especially for kids TV, but Drake and Josh takes the cake.
I love the conspiracy theories though about how it's connected.
Yes.
How they're connected. I love those conspiracy theories.
That's very, very funny if you dig into especially the Crazy Steve one. I think it's like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that, that conspiracy theory is like he kidnapped her or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
And then he became sane or something. I don't know.
Let's see. Thoughts on The Office? It's one of my favorite
TV shows of all time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's one of the best shows of all time.
Infinitely rewatchable, I think. I could have it on anytime. It'll make me happy. I'll laugh at episodes I've seen over and over.
It's the perfect background noise.
Perfect background noise, man. It's so great. Do you have a favorite cereal from Eevee? Mine is Cinnamon Toast Crunch all day. All day.
I'm not a big breakfast guy.
Okay.
But if I had to, I'd probably say Honey Nut Cheerios. But I just don't eat breakfast that often. So I'm not, I don't have that big of an opinion. Probably Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah. I like to eat cereal as a snack too. Like I'll have a bowl of cereal, like maybe after the stream for all I know.
Yeah. For a lot of chips for me is what cereal is for a lot of people. I love chips like so much.
Oh yeah. Chips are good. And I know you said you're a chip enthusiast, so. Maggie says, Chris, are you still in school? I am. Everything's online, but I am.
Yeah, you are.
I'm at University of Georgia. Yep. I graduate in December though. Go Dogs. That little southern twang with it. Let's see. Let's look through the chat here. Have you taken a lightsaber color quiz? I have not. I did not know those existed.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. That's
did
cool.
not know that existed.
I'll have to take one.
Yeah. What's a meal you could eat forever? Steak with a baked potato and salad.
Chipotle, bro. Chipotle is my life.
I
love
like
it.
rarely go, but I like Moe's. I don't know if you have Moe's.
It's either I do not have Moe's. I've been
Okay.
there before. I think in an airport once, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a local place in Tucson called El Guero Canero. I know it's got the the southern dialect, and I cannot I botch that, but I could probably eat that meal forever. Two Sonoran dogs. Yeah. So either
I'm
that or
getting hungry, dude. I'm getting hungry.
I got dinner waiting for me when we're done,
Oh,
so I'm gonna heat something up and then I'll be good.
Let's see. Evie says, "How did you meet each other?" That's a good question.
Online.
Yeah, I think like I had commented on
Tinder for YouTubers.
Exactly. What was it? Josh O'Hay's video. I think you were in one, and I subscribed to your channel. It was like 2017 or 2018, and then I guess I started commenting, and then eventually we did a collab.
That's crazy thinking about that, though.
It really is, man.
That makes me feel old because, like, I've been doing YouTube for like 7 years now, and that makes me feel old.
Yeah, I bet it does because like that was for my regular channel, like just my name. Like I have that channel, but I don't post on it. But
and
like
you're
that was before
already
film stock.
Way bigger than me, and I've been on YouTube for 7 years.
I mean, yeah, the grind doesn't stop though. Like big things coming for the FinaticFilms channel, I think.
Oh, coming very soon.
I know, yeah, very soon. Very soon.
If you super chat money, I may drop a hint at the end.
Yeah, if you want to support the channel, super chat feature is available.
Or if someone asks, I will probably give some details. So if you want to know the future, which I know I say this a lot, but this time it is monumental.
I'm excited to hear this announcement, dude.
It's very, very big. Like this is it literally potentially life-changing.
Oh,
like
wow.
It's big. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's been in the works for a few weeks now. A lot of talks with my parents. A lot of stuff's been going on.
Oh, wow.
If you want, well, I'll tell you completely off stream, Chris. But if people want a hint, say it in the chat. I might give you a little some. But in like a week and a half or so, or 2 weeks, something will be coming out and you guys will know. It's coming very soon, not like in months, like very soon.
Yeah, awesome. What's the coolest experience you've had with doing YouTube? I feel like I might know your answer. You can go first. I don't know, though. I don't want to speak for you.
I have a few because it depends. It depends because it's different things. I would say meeting Chris, meeting all of the great people in the community over the last year has been a fantastic experience. Like that has been the most fulfilling experience on YouTube. I will say that because, like I said, I've been doing YouTube for about 7 years now. And up until last year, besides a few videos I did with Josh, I didn't collab with anyone. Didn't talk to anyone, didn't know anyone, didn't do anything besides a few with Josh. Mm-hmm. This last year, I took the plunge. I started meeting people. I started doing the interview series. I started doing all of that. That's probably the most fulfilling experience because I feel like I have people I can talk to on Twitter and Instagram and on YouTube. That's the most fulfilling experience. I'd say one of the more cooler experiences was covering Sundance. That was because that was something I got to do with my mom. She was a trooper. She sat through every feature film with me, good and bad, and we watched them all together. And that's something she wanted to do. I didn't force her. She wanted to do it. But that was probably one of the cooler experiences because I saw a lot of interaction with people, not just on YouTube, but on Twitter. I met a lot of really cool people on Twitter that week through Sundance, and just the ability to push myself and see what I could accomplish because I wasn't just putting out reviews, but I was also writing recaps. My website is FinaticFilmReview.com. Another plug. Sorry.
You're good.
Go over there. You can check out all my Sundance recaps and everything. I even got a Malcolm and Marie review over there as well. So I did that. I did Sundance reviews. Didn't live tweet, but I did like tweet threads. And then I was talking to people, just on Twitter about what was happening. That was probably one of the cooler experiences. But I mean, YouTube is just cool in general. It's just a cool thing. Like it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of hard work, but in the end, it's a hobby for most of us that we just enjoy doing. And if I didn't like it and didn't think it was cool and didn't enjoy it, I would not be here anymore. I would have stopped a long time ago. So that's probably it. That was a very long-winded question answer, but I had a few because I've been around the block a few times.
Yeah. I was gonna say your interview with BD.
Oh my God, how did I forget that?
I was like, when's he gonna drop it?
Oh my God. I have so much in my head around YouTube recently.
Yeah.
That as well. Brandon Davis was a treat. I mean, he's awesome. He's someone I look up to, and to be able to sit and talk with him, he's so gracious. He's just as nice off screen as he is on screen. He's fantastic. I mean, he's awesome.
Yeah, I finished watching that the other day. Great interview, by the way. Like, really enjoyed it.
Thank you. The story of how that happened is hilarious, but it's so funny. But and the fact that was such a makeshift set, my room. I'm wearing one of my dad's polo shirts, and because I was in Seattle, not home, and I was celebrating New Year's and Christmas, and was like, I'm going to be in sweatpants every day, just chilling, hanging out. And then that happens, and I'm like, I need to get my act together and figure out how I'm going to do this. And I did, and it was very fulfilling. And I'll give you this. If you go over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and you look up a professional conversation with, you might see a feed for that over there with that episode on it that you can listen to in audio form.
Very cool. That's awesome.
There you go. A little something for y'all.
I like that.
That series is coming back, and it will also be in audio form on Spotify and Apple.
Awesome. That's what I like to hear, man.
That was not something I was prepared to give up, but
hey,
I'm willing to give more.
We got the scoop, people.
No, I will give more too. I'm telling y'all, I will give you more. You got to super chat. I'll give more. Fun. I will. I'm prepared to reveal some stuff. I'm not going to reveal everything, but I'm prepared to reveal
we're going to get to it in a sec. The chat, when we get down there, they're asking.
Or if you ask nicely, if you ask really nicely. And I need proof that you're subscribed to my channel. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you should.
Maggie Elliott, definitely head over to Jack's channel. Get him a 600. There's 22 people in here. So everyone head over there. Subscribe.
If you are all not subscribed to me and you did it, we would be 3 away from 600.
Yeah. Do it. Awesome guy. And you can maybe see my face on there every now and then. Maybe not. That's from The Departed. I just said that for fun. Oh man. YouTube or TikTok from Maggie Elliott? YouTube all day, but TikTok, I dabble. I'm trying to get more into it. My sister loves it. It's one of the highlights when I see my sister, because she's in college as well, so I don't see her. She's 4 hours away, which I'm actually going to see her this weekend, which I'm very excited about. Awesome. Yeah.
She saves a bunch of TikToks and stuff, and we watch them. So that's something I always like.
Yeah, sounds like fun. I like watching them with my girlfriend as well. There's fun little comedy. I like them for comedy usually.
There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of gems, I will say. Very, very funny TikToks.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the biggest super chat you've ever gotten? I got one that was like $9.99, and that was awesome. So I think
there we go. Rolling in the dough.
Yes, sir. Man, that's about as much as I would make working an hour at fast food restaurant. So I look at it that way.
There you go.
Most shocking Oscar moment in your opinion? Maggie says La La Land winning Best Picture and then getting taken away was hers. That's probably mine as well.
One of them. That's definitely one of them. I think the overall snubbing, not just for Best Picture, but for a lot of awards of The Social Network in 2011. The King's Speech is okay, but The Social Network is so revolutionary. It just, I don't understand. And then Jake Gyllenhaal getting snubbed for Nightcrawler. Those are the ones off the top of my head that are the most shocking.
Yeah, to bounce off that, I think that A Star is Born was totally robbed of multiple nominations.
Bradley Cooper for director, snubbed.
And he didn't win actor, which I could get on a huge rant about, but he should have won actor in my opinion. But yeah, there's a lot of snubs out there, a lot. So let's see. Scott Cluna says, thoughts on young actress Bella Ramsey from Game of Thrones being cast as Ellie in HBO's The Last of Us series. Love both of your channels, guys, all the way from Dublin, Ireland. Keep on grinding. First of all, that's just crazy. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Like that's crazy. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the
We've
support.
got worldwide reach, brother.
Yeah, Ireland.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like
I've been to Dublin. It's awesome. Yeah. I love I've been there.
Man.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it sounds. I mean, I want to go there one day. I want to go all over one day. I've never even left the U.S., which is crazy to me. But
yeah, we were only there for a day. Yeah. We were only there for a day. But it was pretty cool. I had a good time. That's the land of my people. I'm like majority part Irish, so that was pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Bella Ramsey, though, who is this from Game of Thrones? Is that
she is the little girl.
The Mormont? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think it's cool. I mean, I haven't. Yeah. I haven't played The Last of Us. But hey, yeah, she was great in Game of Thrones. So
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure she'll do great. Let's see. Do we live in Connecticut? I don't. I live in Georgia.
That was already debunked in the chat. People.
Yeah, it was debunked. Yeah,
it wasn't debunked, but people answered the question.
Georgia. There we go. Georgia. Yep.
Yeah.
Good old. Let's see. Nathan Jones, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you around in a while. Thanks for stopping by. Wanted to stop by and say, hey, just got home from a 12-hour shift, so my brain is mush. Well, I'm glad that you're off. Yeah, Nathan's the man. Yeah.
I just started watching his really long Blu-ray collection. It's dope.
We awesome. Nathan, we gotta talk sometime. It's been too long, my friend. I was in Chris Hurtado's stream the other night, and that was just fun hanging out. So I'd love to have you on a stream one day, Nathan.
That's awesome. He's a cool dude.
Let's see. Very cool, dude. Awesome, like huge collection. I'd say one of the biggest movie collections I've ever seen.
It's a two-parter. It's long.
It really is. It's huge.
It's awesome though. I love watching those videos.
Oh yeah. Do either of you play video games? If so, what's your favorite?
Oh yeah, big video game.
You can go first. You go first.
Big video game guy. Call of Duty is my favorite.
Okay.
I got. It's so funny because I'm still putting together my room because I just moved back from college.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to put together my room. And originally I had 3 monitors set up on my desk, but now I only have 2 for my PC. And I got a little folding table. I put my monitor and back to back my PS4 and my Xbox 360 and wired the cables to the little plastic table. Mm-hmm. And so I've got the PS4, I play Call of Duty. Xbox 360 is solely for NCAA football. Solely.
Yes.
So those are the 2 games I play the most, but I like, the Spider-Man game is great. I've played some of the, like I've said before, I've played some of the Avengers game.
Yeah. Those are a lot of great games there. I dabble in video games. There you go. Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order is awesome. Spider-Man PS4 is a great one. The Uncharted series is fun, but NCAA football is the king in my opinion, and it's coming back.
It's coming back.
I can't wait.
But did you see that it's going to be years though? They sent a tweet below we're so excited to update you in years, and I'm and the first tweet I say is, "What you mean years?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't want to wait, but patience is virtue, as they say. Michael says, welcome to Moe's. Welcome to Moe's is where it's at. I love how they say that every time you walk in. Hits differently. But in the chat, Maggie says hint. Aiden says want a little something something. So the people want a hint as to what you have going on behind the scenes, Jack.
Here's what I'm going to say. Those comments were written before I gave you the hint on a professional conversation with. So if you want another hint, you got to comment again.
There you go.
You guys may not know, I'm not running this live stream, but I have the chat on this monitor right here. I can also read it. So I know that you all commented that before I told you about the podcast feed.
Yes.
So I need it again.
Gotta ask.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I need it again. I'm doing it.
Yeah. Aiden, want a little something something. Let's see. Have you seen The Road Trip, Todd Phillips' first movie that he directed?
No, I have not. I like Todd Phillips' direction style. Yeah. So I will put that on my watch list.
Yeah. What's his channel? FinaticFilms. Link is down below. Definitely go subscribe.
Thank you.
Let's see. Looking through the chat here. Have you played Among Us? I've never played Among Us. Have you? I know it's a very trendy thing, but I've never played it.
Yes, a little bit.
You have okay. A little bit.
It's the funniest game to watch on YouTube. Like if you guys don't, I would recommend I Am Wildcat. Basically, I Do Work. Those two do Among Us videos like every day, and they are the funniest videos. So I would recommend those two guys to watch for videos. It's a very
good
fun
background
game to
noise
watch.
too.
Yeah,
Like good background noise. Yeah.
Well, if you consider like yelling a lot good background noise, then yes. but yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. Do you think Tom Brady will be on the cover of Madden 22?
Probably not.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Probably
they
not,
might
though. He's already been on. Probably not.
Yeah. Maybe Aaron Rodgers.
Or I was thinking Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Huge season from Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's the GOAT, but he's already been on it once, so I don't think they'll do it again.
Exactly. Thoughts on Hurt Locker beating Avatar for Best Picture at the Oscars 11 years ago?
Very
I don't think either of them should have won. I think Inglourious Bastard should have won.
I would. Hurt Locker is really good.
Yeah, it is very good.
In my opinion, at least. In my opinion, yeah. I think the Hurt Locker was very well deserved. That's what I would say.
Yeah, fair. I wasn't mad though. Like the Avatar is fine. Like I haven't seen it in so long. So, Aiden says Chris skipped over the jab at Georgia. Yeah. Go Dogs. I see the profile picture. Aiden. Can't do it.
Go Dogs.
Scott says if you could only watch one film in theaters this year, given the pandemic and everything, what would it be? It has to be Godzilla vs. Kong for me. Even if it's bad, I don't care. Let them fight Team Kong all the way. I would say one movie in theaters. If everything's staying the way it is, probably Spider-Man 3.
I've got like
just gonna
4.
Be wild.
I've got like 4 because it's not just like what we're watching on screen, but like it's like the experience, like the sound, like everything. Spider-Man 3, obviously.
Yes.
Dune, because it's going to be an experience.
Dune, true. Yeah, I might see that in theaters if it does the half and half thing.
Yeah. Fast 9.
Okay.
Because I'm really on a Fast 9 kick. Like really. Yeah. And No Time to Die. And the reason why No Time to Die is because the score on the trailers in the theater and the sound design from the trailers in the theater was amazing when we were able to be in the theaters. I want that. If I had to pick one, it's got to be Spider-Man 3. That's my most anticipated of the year.
Yeah.
But I would need it to be a packed crowd, and that's not going to happen because of the pandemic.
Exactly.
So that's why the other ones are in there too. The
moments just won't hit the same for a while in theaters, sadly. But yeah, here we go. Give the people what they want from Scott. Hint, please. We want another hint than Jack. We want the sneak peek. Jack, give us a hint, buddy. Come on. I'll take a hint, please.
I gotta vet these people though. Are they subscribed to my channel? Like I gotta vet them. Like I'm not gonna like give you what you want if like I don't know. No, I'm joking. I will. Okay. Let's just say this. Okay. So I know I've been talking about my channel
here. The pressure's on.
I know. Yeah. Okay. I know I've been talking. I love each and every one of you. I know I've been talking a lot on my channel about, look, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. Like I'm looking for jobs. Whenever I get a job, I may have to completely stop. I don't know. Let's just say this. With this big announcement that's coming, I am not going anywhere anytime soon. Let me put it that way.
I like to hear.
Unless something happens that is life-changing maybe for me in terms of a job, like a dream job or something. Unless something like that happens, I am not going anywhere anytime soon. And there's going to be more content. That's what I will say. Because I don't want... Should I do this?
You could save it for your channel.
No. Should I do... Look, there's 20 of you in here.
23 now.
I need you all to go in the chat and promise, and I need promises, that if I say what I'm going to say, you do not reveal it to the rest of the world. I will give this to you right now. I will. But you have to promise that you will not... that you will not give it up, because if you
Aiden
give it
says
up
yes.
and you ruin it, no, I'm being serious, because this is big. Like I know I hype stuff up, but like this is big. If you guys promise that you will not go out on Twitter or go anywhere and
The chat's blowing up. They said they won't reveal. They promise.
I know, but like I need that. Like I need because I have a video coming out on my channel in about a week and a half that is going to explain all of this and announce all of this. I don't want that moment to be ruined by someone here revealing it. I don't. And I know I'm not that big of a YouTuber. I don't have that much of a gain, but someone could go on Twitter and say something. Okay. Okay. It's not the Snyder Cut 2. It's not. Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. I will tell you. Okay. Here's what's happening. This is for you guys. And Chris, I'm doing this because you're my bud, and I love you, and I'm doing this for you, and I'm doing this for you guys. Okay. So obviously I talked about do not delete your Twitter. Don't delete your Twitter. Don't do that. Twitter's a great place. Okay.
Oh, man.
So I have talked a lot about how the market is really bad. The job market's really bad for sports journalism, for regular journalism, any of that. The market is really, really bad right now. I have sent, I wouldn't say hundreds, but I'd say close to a few hundred applications. I've only heard back from one. And then I had an interview, and then I didn't hear back. And the rest of the time I've heard has been rejection letters. That's all it's been. So there's been certain dominoes that have fallen in my life that has pushed me to have the conversation with my parents, kind of talk about expectations. And I don't want to live with regret, is basically what this has all come to. I don't want to look back in 10 years and regret that I didn't try. So basically, I have agreed with my parents that if I continue on the side, dabbling, looking for jobs, seeing what's out there, feeling out the market, they are not threatening to kick me out anytime soon. I can stay at my house as long as I want and give being a full-time film critic and full-time YouTuber, give it a try.
Yes.
So all I'm going to say is I have started creating my content calendar for the next few months. Every weekday, there's going to be an upload, it looks like. I was doing 3 days a week. It's going to be 5 days a week at the least. It depends on how movies come out. Written content on my website. I bought the domain to that website a few days ago. So now it's a .com, not a .weebly.com. It is a .com. And I've got
I agree.
And I've got podcasts coming as well. A professional conversation with is just one of those. I've got a podcast called the FinaticFilms podcast coming, and that's going to be the video that explains everything to everybody. That's coming out in about a week and a half.
Okay.
And yeah, so I've got podcasts coming, more videos coming, a lot more reviews coming, written content coming, a lot, which means also
this is motivating me too.
More time I get to collab with people, like more time I get to collab with Chris, because I know, Chris, I told you a few weeks ago, I said, I have time. If you want me on anything, do not hesitate. And I've been on 2 live streams in the last 3 weeks. It's been pretty dope. I love you guys. So that is a plunge that I got the blessing from my parents. They are amazing. I love them. I got the blessing from them. They said, if you really put the time into this and you show us that you're trying, we will allow it for now. Obviously, in a few months, if it's not working, then I've got to find a job. But that's what's happening. Trying full-time film critic. Yeah. You are getting a crap ton of reviews, a crap ton of content. South by Southwest is going to be huge. I'm doing South by Southwest. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I announced that today. I am doing South by Southwest. And a lot of stuff is happening that I'm very excited about. I don't. Also, if you guys follow me on Twitter today, I just got
Scott says someone make a biopic on this man's inspiration. It is, man.
I don't have that great of a life story. I was very fortunate to have a relatively not easy, but I had to work, but like a relatively a good life. A good life. I was very fortunate. My parents have been supportive through it all. I'm very fortunate. We do not need to make a biopic about me. There are other people. There are other people in this world that deserve biopics than me. I appreciate it though. Flatters me. I'm blushing.
Michael says, glad to have another great person in the film community. Agreed. And
you.
Aiden says, let's make this his full-time job. Yeah. For everyone in here, go subscribe to Jack. Just do it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have even considered it at the beginning of this year if it wasn't for the way I've been growing. And I know that some of you in here are the reason for that, for subscribing and checking it out. I appreciate that. And I say it at the end of all my videos. I appreciate you watching, liking, subscribing. That all means the absolute world to me. And now it holds more weight. It really does. So, that's it.
Timothy Chalamet is Jack.
Stop, man. Stop it. But that is what's happening. And like I said, I teased earlier, life-changing. It could be life-changing. We'll see. I don't know. In 6 months, it could crash and burn, and I could put it back off to the side as a hobby. I'd still do it. I'm not going to give up on it, but I'd have to go find a real job. Now, the only thing that could change that is if I find something that's like life-changing. I'm still looking for jobs. Doesn't mean I'm stopping looking for jobs. I am. Got to take any opportunity that's given to you. But for now, we're going deep, guys. We're doing it. It's happening.
Do it, man. Yeah, Maggie says subscribe and can't wait. Can't wait from Scott. Hoping the best for you. What a great speech.
You.
Happy for you.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Is here. Yeah.
And please, I'm begging you, do not go off on Twitter or anywhere and spoil it. Please. That's all I'm asking.
Save it for the video.
I do want to save it for the video and make it special to roll it out on my channel. But I thought I'd give it to you guys because you guys are awesome. So I appreciate that. Yeah. Let's get back to the regular Q&A.
Yeah. Aiden says, best of luck. Mag says, you have my word. And you got to learn to crawl before you can walk. It's always gradual steps. Good luck. So everyone in here is showing their support.
Yeah. And I've been taking those steps. Like I said, I've been doing YouTube for 7 years. I think I know the landscape a lot better than I did. And everything that can happen. So, yeah. But that's definitely true. You definitely have to crawl before you walk. That's a great sentiment that I do agree with.
Yeah. Well, awesome. I'm glad that we got that. And we all wish you the best of luck, my friend. We all do.
Appreciate you, man. That means I'm here for anything you want to do. Come on, let's do it. Let's get it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You can expect to see Jack a lot more on the channel. I'll just say that right now.
Well, now that Chris knows, that was the first time Chris heard it too.
Yeah.
Just letting you guys know. I was going to originally just tell him off screen, but that's the first time he heard it too. No. So now you're going to put me on everything. Let's do it. I want it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I had something I wanted to address in the chat.
Yeah. Let's
where was it?
Aiden,
somewhere around
you are 5'11" at the age of 13.
Yeah.
What? I saw that, and then I think you deleted it, but I still saw it. You're taller than I am now at 22.
You're my height. Yeah, and I'm 21.
And I'm assuming you probably haven't hit your growth spurt yet. If you have, then okay, well, you're done growing. But if you haven't, go play in the NBA, bro. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah. He says, one day I'm going to get you a Gators jacket. My friend, it would not last long. But I appreciate the notion. That'd be like if, I'm assuming Arizona is Arizona State's big rival.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like, you wouldn't want an Arizona jacket.
Well, I will tell you. I live in Tucson, which is the home of the University of Arizona. My dad and I were season ticket holders to the University of Arizona football team for 10 years.
Really?
I was a diehard Wildcat fan for as long as I've grown up. My mom and dad are both U of A grads. I went to ASU for the journalism school. It wasn't for any other reason. I went there for the journalism school because it's one of the best in the country. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do both. I'm going to root for ASU, my alma mater, but I'll root for the U of A as well because they're a team.
Yeah.
And then my dad decided to start mouthing off about ASU. And I was like, I can't let that stand. So now I'm not a U of A fan. I'm an ASU fan. Wholeheartedly.
Cool. Who like dominates the rivalry historically?
Right now it's like tied football wise.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's like exactly tied, but it's like close because ASU for the last 10 years has been dominant, but there was a string of time for a while where the U of A was like really good.
Yeah. So I'll have to track that. The Pac-12. I'll have to track them a little more this upcoming season.
It's not.
Yeah.
Watch out for ASU though. They got a great program. They're building a great program. Yeah. I got to cover the Herm train for 2 years. They're building a great program over there.
Yeah. They have some sick jerseys. I'll just say that. Like I love their jerseys.
Yes.
Yeah. Clean.
Thank you, Adidas. Thank you.
Let's see. I'm trying to find a place in the chat. Let me see. Considering I'm Irish, I'll be big-headed. What is your favorite Irish set film? And if it isn't Sing Street, I'll be very disappointed. I haven't seen Sing Street. I know.
I haven't seen Sing Street either.
I've heard fantastic things about it, though. Irish set film, though.
What are other Irish? I don't want to sound bad. Like I don't know what are other Irish set films. I can do like a few episodes of a show set in Ireland. Like I could do that because the end of season 3 of Sons of Anarchy is all set in Ireland, pretty much. And that show is by far one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Not for the faint of heart, but it's brilliant.
I can't find any. I just looked it up.
Scott,
Shame.
Don't say that. No, his next one. Don't
Jack
say
hates
that.
Irish people.
I am a majority Irish. Don't say that.
Oh man, yeah, that's funny. Are you gonna watch Coming to America 2? Probably. Yeah. Probably will. And then I might even review it.
I'm gonna do it for a review. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Exactly. And then you could rank the 2 movies, or do something. I
actually said because like I said, I have a Blu-ray collection update coming at the end of this month, and I did like sections. So like every time I have a good enough stack to do, I do sections. So I just filmed my final section today, and one of the movies in there is Coming to America, and I was like, I'm not gonna rank the 2. I'll just tell you in the video which one's better than the other. Like I'm not gonna rank them both. I do have a lot of rankings coming soon though.
Rankings are fun. Rankings are a lot of fun.
Be prepared for a Pirates of the Caribbean ranking coming in the next week and a half ish.
I will be there. Pirates is one of my favorite franchises. At least the first 3.
Just finished At World's End last night, which I've seen. But that movie slaps. If you go to my Letterboxd, I literally said in all caps, it slaps.
It slaps hard. I love it. I really do. Slept on movie. Mitchell says Padme or Jane Foster. Padme easily Padme for me.
Yeah, probably. That may change with Thor: Love and Thunder, but for now, probably Padme. I mean, I don't really like either of them, but
neither of them are amazing. You know.
Yeah.
Let's see. My patriotism has been attacked. I won't recover. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, fun little banter there. Let's see. 5th Pirates is Overlooked. I actually don't like that one at all.
Yes, it is. It's overlooked. I had a good time.
I can't get on with it. I just
I love the end. I love the ending. I love it. Okay, it's not the best movie. Obviously, it's not. But I really like the ending. I like some of the stuff. The only one I haven't seen is the 4th one. I'm not looking forward to it.
On Stranger Tides, yeah.
But I've been marathoning them with my parents. That's why I've been watching them. And we are going on a little road trip for the next weekend on Friday. So tomorrow's Thursday. We got to finish them both tomorrow. Yeah. So I will be watching the 4th one tomorrow. You can follow me on Letterboxd, and you will get my reaction on Letterboxd.
Do it. Maggie says I just joined Letterboxd. Very cool.
Follow us.
Yeah.
I love that app so much.
It's a lot of fun.
I really thought a few weeks ago, I'm like, what if Letterboxd didn't exist?
Wouldn't be able to track your movies conveniently, dude.
Well, but here's the thing is, for the first year that I was doing movies heavy, which was like the second half of 2018, I didn't know Letterboxd existed. So I tracked them in the Notes app on my phone. Tracked all the movies that I watched.
Yeah.
And then I found Letterboxd. I'm like, this is a revelation.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I got on it December of 2019, and I haven't watched many movies this year. I've binged through rewatched all of Clone Wars and watched season 7 for the first time. I'm starting Rebels now, so I'm doing more TV so far this year. But I will get back onto the movie grind soon. But we're going to answer a few more, and then we'll probably wrap this thing up. What were you saying?
If it wasn't for Sundance, I'd be heavily behind as well. Sundance helps me a lot.
Yeah. Let's see. The second Pirates is the best. Changed my mind. It's my second favorite, but it's very close to being my favorite. It's very close to being my favorite. Yeah. The OG Pirates was one of my twin brothers' favorite movies. They were always on when we were kids. Yeah, the original Pirates, I watch those all the times on car rides on my portable DVD player. But yeah. Let's see. On Letterboxd, I've seen 2,148 movies, and I'm 18. Well, it looks like you have a bright future ahead of you for movie watching, man.
Good for you,
That's
brother.
Wild.
I just got to. I'm just like barely getting to 17. I mean, like 700. I'm like at 699 right now.
Yeah. Now, every movie I have ever seen is not logged on there. I only log them when I watch them. So if I've seen a movie, it's not logged unless I've watched it.
I've tried to go back and like rate ones I've seen in the past. Like I know I've watched The Wizard of Oz and I know I've seen Gone with the Wind. So like I rate them. And even then I'm still only at like 700, but I don't remember all of the movies I've seen in my lifetime.
Yeah. I don't think anyone does. It's so hard. But I think that might do it. We've been going out for almost 2 hours. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for this Wednesday live Q&A here on the Film Stock channel. Thank you all for joining. Asked a lot of great questions. Had a big reveal from Jack that you all are going to keep a secret, I hope, until his video comes out.
You better. I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, but before you get out of here, I see Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV just popped in the chat.
Whoa,
what's a pirate movie you like that's not in the pirate franchise? I don't think I've seen a single one.
I don't think I have either. Is there a pirate movie that's not in the pirate franchise? I mean, maybe like, okay, I'll say like Peter Pan because there's pirates in Peter Pan.
Yeah, Peter Pan.
Sure, let's say Peter Pan.
Yeah, we'll go with that. But Maggie says it's been real. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you all for joining. It really does mean a lot. These are a ton of fun. Ryan says, my guys. Yes, Ryan, you're the man. Yeah, I got to respond to you on Instagram. I still haven't yet. He says, cut the island, check it out. Have to. And then Jack, good luck. Yeah, good luck, Jack. But before we get out of here and wrap this thing up, I had a ton of fun. Jack, you've been plugging. There's links down below, but you have the floor to plug one last time before we get out of here.
All I'll say, and this is how I've been ending my videos lately, subscribe. That's the most important thing, especially for the reveal that I gave. If you want that to continue, subscribe. I cannot convince my parents to let me stay here forever. I need to show results. So subscribe. Go to my website. It's been linked in my last few videos. That's where you get all of the written content that I do. Twitter is where you get immediate new release reactions. So any 2021 movie I watch is on there. You get the immediate reaction, potentially days before I do a video review. Letterboxd is the same way. But yeah. That's it, guys. And just thank you. I mean, you guys are so gracious. You guys are so nice. And you guys are dope. And like, I've seen some of your names in here. Like, go into, like, if you watch a video and you like it, like, go into my comments. I'll talk with you guys. Like you guys are all dope. Like, I would love to talk to you guys in my comments as well about anything. I've got a lot of, like, the Pirates movies. I'm doing a ranking in like a week and a half. Like, go down there. Tell me what your favorites are. We'll talk about it. I'm starting to reply to comments quicker now than I used to. But that's it. Definitely. Thank you, Chris, for having me. I love
for sure. Awesome. Yeah, always love having you on. Have to have you on more as well. But thank you all for watching. It's always a lot of fun. All of Jack's links are down below, as well as mine, Instagram, Letterboxd, Film Stock, all that good stuff. If you want, I actually got this new shirt today. I'm gonna go full view for a second.
Do it.
Film Stocked.
At that.
It's a nice, thick material.
Wow, I love it.
If you want to check out my merch, anybody who's in here, link is down below. I'm going to have a sale soon, hopefully. So definitely check that out. I also have an Amazon wishlist if you want to buy a Funko Pop for the background or a Blu-ray. All of that is in the link down below. But Nerdy Blurb says Jack is the real MVP. He really is. He's the man. So thank you all for watching. Nice. Really does mean a lot. Had a ton of fun. We'll be back next week. And I think I have actually a special panel of guests next week, but I don't want to reveal anything yet. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited to hear who it is.
I'm stoked, but
it's not me, by the way. I did that. I'm genuinely excited to hear who it is too. So it's not me. I'm not
spoiler alert. It'd be 3 people, including myself. So 4 in total. And I've had them on before. So if you've followed the live streams, you might know who it is. People could be making a return. That's all I'm saying. But thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you are, whatever time it is. And until next time.